8 o'clock show. Morning Mantini. Okay, good morning everybody.
Morning.
Yeah. Can you have a louder response? Morning everyone.
Morning.
So everybody's okay, yeah? Okay, some of you might have heard some of this presentation before. Alright? How to use, how to protect your investment using a third party. So in this case, this is actually a 1.5 hour kind of presentation, but cut short into 10 minutes. Okay, so a lot of things I have to skip, but it's something very, in gist. So this is where nowadays, people are really jumping into the bandwagon to invest in properties. By the time the project is launched, okay, you have already people queuing up to go for the booking of the property. Recent case I heard there's some property in Penang along the Johor Expressway. They even appoint get the Bangladeshi, to camp overnight and to queue to book the property. Okay, so what happens is that there are many investors who do not want to show their face or their name on the S&P. So what happens is that you have this investor with lots of money, a group of them, right? And once the project is launched, okay, right, launch here, okay, people will queue up here to have the booking fee placed on the table. So what happens is, this person, right, they get somebody, it could be Mr. A, for example. Alright, why Mr. A is because the Chinese can say, sure A, so Mr. A is here. Right? So this thing will be in S&P agreement. Right, at the same time also, thereafter, he will become the borrower to these loan documents. Okay, there's one option that sometimes the bank will not allow only one person. So what happens is that this investor can also become the guarantor. Yeah? Okay, so the guarantor will back up this loan application to be approved. Okay, once it is done, right, as you know, the property during the construction stage, it goes stages by stages. So the time is where the laying of the foundation, where the piling. Okay, that's where sometimes those of you that bought property, where they had a progressive payment. That's where the developer will collect in percentage, 10%, 15%, depending on the stages of the construction. Yeah. So during this stage of construction, alright, the money will be released by the bank. So the bank will release the money. Okay. So there's a time when people will service the interest on the money release. Alright. So what happens is that when the project is completed, right, there is where the developer will hand over what they call as vacant possession, or in short, they call hand over the keys. Yeah. Okay. So that's when 100% completed. Okay, so what is the purpose of these people come together? What is the setup? Right, of course, at the end of the day, you're right, is to make more money and make more money. Yeah. So but then here I'm sharing with you, okay, not only on the investment risk, but I'm talking to you about the 4-letter words here, RSK. Yeah. So this 4-letter word is very important. Why? Because when you talk about the risk, there are two types of risk. One is pure risk. The other one is calculated risk. Okay, we need to say here, right? Okay, when you talk about calculated risk, talk about the ROI, return on investment. Okay, that means to say you can actually calculate how much, okay, you expect to receive the returns. That one can calculate. Yeah, use your calculator. What about pure risk? Pure risk is something which you cannot calculate. Pure risk is something which, sekali it hits you, you don't know where it comes from. Take for example, okay, having this person, Mr. A here, alright, he will be around for the next 3 years until the completion of the project, correct?
Yes.
Okay, can anybody guarantee that he will still be around for the next 3 years?
No.
Yeah, what happened, alright, if he is on a wheelchair bound? Yeah.
Oh, I like drawing swing.
Okay, first thing, second thing, what happens if he is bedridden? Yeah. Okay, third thing, what happens if this bed become a casket? Okay, so it's like coffin. Alright, so when these things happen, okay, what will happen to this property? Big question mark, yeah? What will happen? Anybody guess?
Still belong to him,
Yes. Alright. Okay, once something will happen to him, if he is inside here, 6 feet under, then this property will go on to his estate. Alright?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay? That means it's a dead man asset already now. Okay? So that means to say the deceased estate specifically. Alright, so if it is a business asset, means to say you go to all his wife lah,
Son,
alright, his children lah, okay, and his mother-in-law lah, etc. So all these things will come into the picture. Alright, okay, this is the mother-in-law, bigger size. So whatever is then what will happen to this investment?
they donate the
Right.
house to him.
As if, okay, inverted commas, right? So again, whatever if he is like that, okay, is incapable, right? So again, there's a risk. Okay, so here I'm sharing with you how to protect the risk, okay, especially on this pure risk. This one you have to go for consultation with our Manny. So she will be more expert in this. So in this case, right, the arrangement is here. Before when they have this thing set up, yeah, what is set up already, okay, then this is where, alright, I come into the picture. This is where, alright, they set up a trust. Okay, so this trust will be similar to the one over here. Yeah, you need to say Mr. A, he will set up a trust and appoint himself as the first trustee. Okay, alright, inside the trust it is mentioned in the event that this thing will happen. You all cannot remember the spelling name, but remember the picture. Alright, okay, if this thing will happen, this is my Chinese character. Okay, when this thing happen, alright, he will already beforehand, he did appoint Rockview trustee, in this case corporate trustee, right, to become the second trustee. Okay, and he's holding this property, yeah, okay, on behalf of the investors here.
Okay.
Meaning to say, in the event anything were to happen to this Mr. A when he's out of the picture, right? So
Rockview come in.
this thing will happen. As a main trustee, he will be out of the picture. He will walk out from the picture, and then at the same time, Rockview trustee will come in. Okay, Rockview trustee will come in as a substitute trustee. Okay, in the end, he will substitute. He also will substitute. Okay, so the substitute trustee, okay, will become the person to execute the trust. So the trust is already in place here. Yeah, and then it carry out the intention. So meaning to say, right, in the event something were to happen to Mr. A, right, substitute trustee will come in to sell the property. Right, and what happens to the money? The money will be paid to the investors. Okay, so the investors' interest is here protected. So it is safeguarded by this mechanism, trust. So this is a special trust designed for this purpose. Yeah?
This is your question.
Yeah, please.
You say the investor is the second trustee. Then Mr. A is the first trustee. But
Yes.
Mr. A did not die. He just disabled only.
Correct.
But he still can service the loan.
Yeah. Okay, so the loan is being serviced by who? The loan is being serviced by these investors, right?
Right?
Okay, but the money comes from here.
Yes.
Okay, so pay on behalf and see it is actually paid by the Mr. A. But here, again, this is what we know as the trigger events. Okay, this is trigger event is something very important. These trigger events, right? Okay, in normal circumstances, people will say these trigger events only cover the death. Okay, but it is not only death. Right? It is also another D called EPD. Okay? It is also another D called dread disease. Okay? So all the three Ds, right? Okay? The normal insurance terms, which I believe you now we're very familiar with. There are also situations where they can also include inside. Right? These are flexible depending on the arrangement. This can also include things like say unsound mind. Okay? Alright? Unsound mind. Means he go cuckoo. Okay, right. So this maybe when this person become MIA, missing in action. Suddenly 2 years nobody see his whereabouts. Right. So all these things can also include. Okay, these are happening to this person. What about the events? The events here we're talking about here, right? Is this property has to be sold. The arrangement is this to make sure the property is sold at a certain price and a profit. So, example, if they bought here 1 million, okay, they want to sell at 1.5 million, cannot? Can, alright? So, there must be a price fixed already. One. Number two is that there must be a cut-off date you have to sell because the purpose of having this arrangement is to make sure that come this time, okay, the property, okay, will have to be sold because there could be some people who do not want to sell. Hey, can still go up lah, wait lah. Some say don't want to sell, I need money now lah, right? Some say no lah, can still wait lah, 6 months now, you know, 2 million already. So again, you have conflict here. You understand? Right. So the purpose of this setup is to make sure that somehow or other, okay, they have already decided earlier that you have to be sold either at a price, at the profit they make, or at the cut-off date. Yeah, at the time they have to sell.
But if you cut off date, nobody want to buy.
So the price, even for the price, so whichever comes first. Right? If they bypass the cut-off date, then they have to wait for the price. You see? So when the price reaches certain price rate, then they have to sell. Okay? So I will move to the next one. My target market. Alright? Property investors, real estate agents, bankers, who else? Valuer. Yeah, and also lawyers. Okay. Okay, started. You can really make lots of money in property investment using third party. Okay, that one. Alright. I like to invest in properties but can't put my name. How? Yeah. So the final one.
BC can arrange.
BC show you the way.
Yeah. The final one, of course, is not here. That is actually this. Thank you for listening.
Let's give it a round of applause. Okay, we are allowing one question like gini, but just I start a good work around here. One question.
BC.
Lina.
Okay.
Securities can be covered by the insurance, right? Can manage by the insurance.
Yes, good question. This person, right, during his
Insurance.
yeah, during this period there, okay, right, while there's such a risk of these things happening, okay, isn't it a good idea, okay, to protect this Mr. A,
Buy insurance for him.
yeah, to cover the insurance, okay, it can be various, it can be term, it can be life, and also it can be MRTA, yeah, so it depends on how they want to package it. One thing, this is to cover this person. Second thing also, okay, to cover this person as well. These people may also want to be covered with insurance. In the event something will happen to them, who is going to contribute servicing the loan? Because if there are, for example, 5 people, each person contributes 20%. Right? The insurance protected, okay, the money can be actually used for servicing the loan. Yeah. So in this case, if you have any cases like this, alright, it will be good referral to me, not only myself, but also for our Ilahing and also our Edward as well. Yeah, so it's really a good synergy and a power team. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give it a round of applause.